All right, back with Coaches on the Carpet, Mike Blewitt along with Asad from Arizona State University. He's the president of ASU Esports, who has an Overwatch team in competition this weekend. How's it going so far?
Overall, honestly, the fellas are all really energized. We're having a great time over here. We just finished our matchup with Fisher. We went 3-2, so boys are feeling like anyone's beatable at this point, you know?
Yeah, so obviously Fisher, a well-known program, a successful program, ASU trying to take down them and many others here this weekend. What's your favorite part about this weekend so far, and what are you looking forward to for the rest of the weekend?
I mean, honestly, I think the best part about it is just seeing everyone come together, because like, at the end, you know, obviously I think it's easy while you're competing to get lost in this sea of like we're kind of enemies, we're rivals, we're all this sort of stuff. But then it's nice seeing when everyone comes together, they're just happy to see one another, you know? And I think that's a beautiful thing.
I think it's a common thing in esports that there's so much online virtual competition that when you have an opportunity to get together, you know you're in a community that's sharing passion for different games, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, again, everyone here, like the event itself is just so well run. Seeing even when it comes down to like vendors that are like, you know, very hand selected, it seems like, who's very focused on the esports community. It's great for networking, it's great for community building, and it's really just great for the whole of esports.
Yeah, we're happy to have Sour Punch, US Army, Cisco, Red Bull, McDonald's all here this weekend supporting Collegiate Esports Commissioners Cup and May Madness. So let's talk a little bit about your program at large. How many people at ASU are competing? It's obviously a massive campus. How many people at ASU are competing or involved even casually in the esports club?
Yeah, so currently we have about 15 plus titles that we offer for esports. Multiple of them have multiple teams. So we have above 150 players across all of our titles. And then we also have about 50 plus coaches across all those titles.
I know you've been able to compete in our regionals. You've traveled to our regionals in Boise and other places. So it's clearly part of your mission to continue to advance this forward. What other things do you think you need from support in your local community or on campus? What other things do you need in order to push things ahead?
I mean, I think one thing a lot of people forget, even with us, is we're one of the few like club programs here.
Yeah.
So for us, we're always pushing to show ASU as an institution that, like, you know, we don't just represent ourselves as students and as competitors, but we represent their school well. And I mean, that's something we take very seriously, obviously. We want to present ourselves with professionalism and in a respectable manner, obviously.
Yeah.
And so we take a lot of considerations of that sort of stuff. But honestly, for us, the thing that we're most proud of at the end of the day, the thing that we strive for, is that as a club organization, we still treat ourselves like we're just as official as anything else.
I agree. I think that's a good way to be. Come on, ASU, support this man and his effort to try to push ASU esports to another level.
Yeah, listen to Mike. He knows what he's talking
about. I do a little bit. I know enough to be dangerous. And what I would say is that it's really important to gain support of administrators on campuses. These are people here that take this very seriously. They're serious students. They're serious competitors. Sometimes it's great to be casual and play with your friends, but this is a very serious endeavor that you and the club are undertaking.
Yeah, and again, I think sometimes it gets mixed in there where it's like, you know, it's not the same thing as sports or something like that. Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, sports is all about competition and the willingness to improve day in and day out and want to, you know, reach this level of whether that's efficiency. I mean, heck, we have an Excel tournament here, and that thing was hype. Right. I was over there trying not to get distracted because it was hype up there.
Honestly, I didn't know what was going on, but I was kind of hyped too. There's no way I could do anything what they were doing or a lot of the competitors are doing, but it's still exciting to watch because you see the passion in the people that are competing. So what is the game that got you hooked on esports initially?
So my story personally, it was like, I used to be really big into basketball and football. I played in high school. I had some injuries come up with a lot of grade 3 concussions. And unfortunately, that kind of ended my career right then and there because it was dangerous for me to continue playing. Needed something for a competitive outlet. I already played a lot of Overwatch. So my friends who were on the team already were like, you should try out. I think you can make it. And then I tried out, played for one semester. At that point, it was locked in. I was like, this is so much better. This is where I belong.
Right. So he's locked in. His Overwatch team is locked in right here at May Madness all weekend. This is Asad from Arizona State University, hoping they continue to advance throughout the weekend. I'm Mike Blewitt from Coaches on the Carpet.